What if no Air Force? Have you ever wondered what it would be like if a country had an Air Force that didn't even exist yet? Sounds strange, right? But in the early days of aviation, many nations faced this exact problem. Imagine trying to defend your skies when you don't even have the planes or pilots ready. That's the story we're diving into today. The first look at an Air Force before it became real, before it became powerful, and before anyone could imagine the role it would play in modern warfare. The early days of flight. Back in the early 1900s, planes were barely more than flimsy metal and canvas. They could barely fly in a straight line, let alone perform complicated military maneuvers. Yet nations were already dreaming big. The challenge wasn't just building aircraft, it was creating a whole structure that could operate them in battle. Some countries had to start from zero, which meant figuring out everything from pilot training to maintenance, strategy, and even uniforms. It's hard to believe, but at one point, there were official military plans for an Air Force that literally didn't exist. Not a single squadron, not a single pilot, yet plans were already being drawn on maps.
From zero to hero. What's remarkable is how quickly things changed. Within a few years, these air forces that didn't exist transformed into modern, organized branches capable of strategic missions. By World War I, nations that started from scratch had pilots, mechanics, and aircraft capable of reconnaissance and even bombing runs. It's incredible to think that what began as sketches on paper and a few experimental flights became the backbone of modern air defense. Why it matters today? Looking back, we can see how important those early steps were. Every major Air Force today, no matter how advanced, started from the same place. Nothing but an idea, a few prototypes, and daring pilots willing to take enormous risks. Understanding this journey reminds us that even the most powerful institutions often begin with uncertainty, trial, and imagination. So next time you see fighter jets in formation or hear about Air Force missions around the world, remember, they all started from nothing, from a time when the Air Force didn't exist yet.